know you're somewhere, somewhere.
Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. My name is Cam. Today, Scorpio, I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys for the month of December. The end of December, the end of the year. So Scorpio, you guys got as your archetype for the end of the year, the healer in reverse. So let's get into it. We all know what the healer is upright. It just means you having to heal, you having to put in work in healing. We can look at like the basic word of healing, like what does it mean to heal? Like if you have a cut, right, and it heals, what does that mean? Like the body takes care of itself in order to get rid of that cut, in order to send a lot of things to that cut, right? In order to create a scab, and then in order for the scab to fall off, you know, all the shit has to happen basically, right? And I feel like that's kind of the example they're trying to give you with this healing. I feel like a lot of you guys think that when you want to heal something, you spend like 5 minutes on it, you cry, and you let it go. But think about just a cut. Like it takes days and days and days of like the body sending signals to create, you know, a meshwork of scabs, and then not a meshwork of scabs, but a meshwork of, I think it's protein. I really don't even know what it is, sadly. But it creates like this meshwork of signals, thrombin, prothrombin, right? All the shit to create the scab and then to heal, right? To stop the bleeding, the vessel has to get like a message, stop bleeding, like, oh, I have to clot, okay? Like there's so much shit that goes on, right? And I feel like that's kind of what they're trying to say with when it comes to healing, how it's not just like this one simple thing. It's not just like one little aspect of your life. Like maybe like you guys always used to heal by like taking one day to cry and letting it go. I feel like this card is a reminder, especially that it came out in reverse. The healing takes time, and it's like maybe something happened when you were a kid and you're still healing from it. That's fine. Something happened 5 years ago, and you're still healing from it. That's also fine. Like there's so many things that I feel like you guys are like pressuring yourself with this when it comes to this card this year. And I feel like they want you to remember that healing is not something that's done in a day. It's not something that's done in a year. It's something that just happens over and over and over and over again throughout your life. You will purge throughout your life. You will remember something painful and have to, you know, remember it, and it will make you feel upset, and you'll have to purge it and release it. And I think a lot of you guys want like this simple, well, like, you know, I healed it in a day and I'm done with it. But I think things are creeping back up to the surface, Scorpio, and I feel like the best thing that you can do is allow it to. You know what I mean? Like allow it to come up so that you can release it. And if it comes up again in a year, release it again. If it comes up again, release it again. But it's like always pay attention to it. Don't let it like go, like don't let it go on, you know, not unhealed, but like don't let it go without your consent, like, or without your concern. Because if you think about it, like what happens if your body doesn't respond to a little gash, right? That shit's gonna get bigger, or it's gonna get infected. You know what I mean? And it'll cause a much bigger problem. So I think a lot of you guys have to remember that when it comes to healing, it takes time, and it happens years after year after year after year. And it's not about, you know, forgetting and denying it and just letting it, pretending it doesn't exist. It's always about taking a look at it again. I feel like a lot of you guys have to understand, like you have to consciously be like, fuck, I'm getting this feeling again, I'm getting this emotion again, this is coming up again, fuck, but I have to look at it, I have to deal with it, because if not, it's gonna get worse. Okay, so I feel like that's just like a big reminder to you guys. And I think a lot of you guys might have spent the year maybe trying to like pretend like something wasn't hurting you, or pretend that something didn't exist, or pretend that some sort of feeling wasn't there. And I think it didn't work the way you thought it was. Like I think a lot of you guys, you want to detach yourself from something, but what you don't understand is like the only way to really detach is to go through these cycles of purging and healing and purging and healing. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's pull more on this, Scorpio. So yeah, as I was shuffling, I heard somebody like, I heard in my head like, I'll never be over this person, but I'll never be over them. I think that Scorpio, with the cards that came out, we have the Two of Cups in reverse next to the Hermit. This is Virgo energy with the Star, Aquarian energy, Ten of Cups. Wow, with the Fool. I feel like there's something, a past relationship that needs healing from. And again, it keeps coming up. And I think you guys keep just, it's like, again, it's like if you have a, you know, when you like pick at, like, even if you let the scab form on a wound, like if you peel the scab off, it doesn't heal like the way it's supposed to heal. I feel like that's what you guys are doing. Like, you might give it some time and then you'll peel the scab off, or you'll itch it off, or you'll scratch it off. Like, a lot of you guys are not, like, you want to be in this mode of already healed, already happy, already like everything's perfect. And they want to remind you guys that it doesn't really work like that. It takes, like, a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, but you have to go within for this healing. Because whatever happened here, I feel like was very deep. And it was a wound that cut very deep. So it's not as simple as just like, you know, whatever happened here, it wasn't fair, but I'll be okay tomorrow. No. It's going to take more time. It's going to take going within. And I feel like what you really need to heal from is an ending of a relationship, as we all do. You know, when relationships end, it sucks. It's not fun. It's not fun for anybody. And people like could say it's fine and I'm fine. But I mean, anytime a relationship ends, it sucks. And the body has to go through its stages of like mourning and, you know, whatever the stages are of like an ending, people have to go through that. With the Star in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse, this was someone who's very important to you. Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, the Star. It's something that, this is a person who really mattered. And I feel like a lot of you guys want to say like, it didn't matter to me. It never mattered, but it did. And it's like, it's okay that it did. And it's okay to admit that. It's also okay to take your space away from a person to heal. So maybe you guys want to, I don't know how you guys want to like approach this, but I just see that healing needs to take place. And a lot of you guys want to say, well, it's been a year, it's been 2 years, it's been however long. Like, I should have been done with this already. Again, remember that healing takes place over and over and over and over and over again. Things come up randomly at times and we don't understand why, but we have to deal with them. You guys are just waiting for the feeling better and you haven't done the, I have to go within and purge. Some of you guys have broken up with someone and haven't even cried yet. Or this relationship ended a long time ago and you've been literally just pretending like everything's been fine when it hasn't been. I see, again, once you heal, you can be on your path to something new. But a lot of you guys don't want to heal and then want to be ready for the new. And I'm getting it doesn't work like that. Like, you can't be ready for the new when you haven't done the work to heal. So this Hermit card is really about going within. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. But this card really talks about going within. Finding out, like, what happened and really trying to, like, just heal. And maybe there's no understanding to what happened, but it's about taking the time to heal. Okay, Scorpio? Let's put you guys some blessings. So Scorpio, with the blessing on the children coming up here, 11, maybe you've known this person since you were a child for some of you. I feel like maybe this person has opened something up within you about your inner child. There's something about your inner child here. I feel like I did a reading on this for you guys before about like how your inner child might need to be healed. So I feel like this problem is coming from a deeper problem, which has to do with the inner child. And that's okay. Okay, like we all have wounds from when we were children. We all have bad experiences from when we were children. Our parents are not perfect. And depending on who you are, this is how deep this goes. So I feel like this person has really opened you up and you guys keep just bandaging it up, but you haven't really done the healing that's needed to take place. So I feel like this is a reminder that like the healing needs to take place because you really do want this celebration of being okay. And it will happen once you've done the healing. And whatever inner child work that needs to be done, it has to be done. It's never going to go away, Scorpio, until you take a look and face it. And then with the blessing of the waters, this is a blessing. I feel like, again, I kept talking about purging and crying, and I feel like that's something that just needs to be said. Like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to purge. It's okay to, you know, let it go. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys don't want to cry. A lot of you guys don't want to feel like weak or feel like, I feel like you just don't want to say like, this person mattered, or that this experience mattered, or that this has opened so much up within you that you have to deal with. But it does, and it needs to be addressed, it needs to be said. So yeah, I feel like now is that time. I know, like, at the end of the year, like, who wants to hear that shit, but like, that's what I'm getting, Scorpio. So I love you guys. I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.